Testing, testing, is this thing on? Hi guys, my name is Abby and this is the Just Flip It podcast. So on today's podcast, we're going to be continuing the theme of mindset and making sure that you change your mindset and understanding why mindset is so important. I have decided to speak about Rich Dad, Poor Dad. This book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, is a 1997 book written by Robert Kiyosaki and Sharon Lechter. It advocates the importance of financial literature or literacy, financial independence, and building wealth through investing in assets. So the reason why I decided to review this book is because it's one of the ones that I've read most recently. It's probably one of the ones when you're in conferences, they always refer to, and they always ask who's read it. Everyone puts up their hand except for me. I don't know why. I was just so late getting round to it. I know. Some will say, or I would have said, I was really busy, but no, I should have made it a priority. So eventually, I did get round to reading it. And I have to say, it's a pretty enlightening book. Obviously, it's not the one that started me on my journey. It helped me in the sense that I thought about things differently. Again, and I keep referring to this word, my mindset changed because of reading this book. If you haven't read this book, I urge you to go and buy it. I will link the Amazon reference or put the Amazon link in the show notes. So again, you can grab it. Rather than go through the whole review of the book because it would defeat the purpose of you going out to actually buy it, what I've decided to do was just refer to a couple of things or a few things that really stood out for me and just made me think. The first one being, he speaks about decisiveness. I'm going to read the reference from the book and it says, "The world is moving faster and faster. Deals come and go in a matter of minutes. So the faster you can make a decision, the more likely you are to seize an opportunity before someone else does." This really stuck out to me because being in this industry, property and construction, he is so correct. Deals go like that. And most of the time, they're not even advertised. See, I work as a sourcer. A lot of my deals come through estate agents. So before they even hit the market, estate agents are the ones that hold these deals probably in their drawer and wait for people who they know have investors who are looking to buy these properties. So this is just an example of how quickly it can go and you wouldn't even be aware of it. So that applies to anything else that you do in your day-to-day life, but be decisive. Another thing that stuck with me when I was thinking about decisiveness and about being assertive and firm it was something again that one of my friends had said to me, if you fail to prepare to fail. So you could go in hoping you can get a deal, but if you don't prepare for the deal, it's likely that you won't get it. So I think that was also an extension on the whole topic and discussion around decisiveness. So that is a nugget that I took from this book. Another one is the rich don't work for money. They acquire knowledge and buy assets which enable them to earn cash flow. When I read this, I was like, what is he talking about? What does that mean? Of course, there are many people that work for money. I used to work for money. I didn't understand. I still do work for money. I didn't understand what that meant. I had to sit back and really, really think about it. And when I was thinking, I was like, okay, why would he say that? So it was only when reading the book and reading the chapters I realised that rich people or people who have that type of mindset work in order to acquire knowledge to then put that into practice to generate income for themselves. Again, I refer back to The Secrets of a Millionaire Mind. In that book, he makes reference to the fact that if you work for an income, you are limiting the possibility of making as much money as you can do because there is a ceiling. So it does make sense. Obviously, it's not that easy, but what in life is easy? But if you start having that in your mind, that whatever you're doing is not what you really want to do, position yourself in a place or in a situation, or make sure there is a situation, or you set yourself up in a situation that will afford you the opportunity to learn and develop. Once you spend a certain amount of time, make sure that you focus yourself, that you say, I'll spend X amount of months, maybe 6, maybe 12, get to understand a business or a line of work inside out. And then how can you use that and turn that around and create profit for yourself? Once you do that, you're on the road to success. And that's what I'm doing going forward. And the final nugget I took from the book was entrepreneur and the definition of an entrepreneur. So back in the day, when someone would say they were an entrepreneur, immediately you think broke. This guy or this girl hasn't got anything going. They're a bit airy-fairy, just need something a bit more stable, like what's going on with them. But I don't know, there's been a shift in the mindset of people, millennials coming up, and it's different from the previous generation, Generation X. So the mindset is that it's one now that's become one of the entrepreneur and the startup. I've had the privilege of working at a tech firm, and I can tell you, being in that environment, seeing the way people work, the way that they're constantly testing out products, testing out systems and softwares, it really does open your mind that there is a completely different world that you never would have thought of. And people are in this and they're just making a killing. So you have to stop and think, why are you not doing this? Why do you not have something on the side? Why are you not adopting the entrepreneurial mindset? So in the book, he actually gives the definition of the entrepreneur. So I just want to read it out. So, someone who creates a system to offer a product, a service in order to obtain profit. Entrepreneurs are willing to accept a level of risk to pursue an opportunity and are viewed as fundamentally important in a capitalistic society. So I think the key word or the key take home is risk. As I've mentioned on previous podcasts, there is always going to be an element of risk, but where there is high risk, there is high reward. We all know this. We've been told this. So entrepreneurs have that mindset, but they know that the benefit, if successful, outweighs the risk, and it's something that they are willing to do. So I urge you to start now. Don't wait until next week, week after, when you get a bit more money. Start now. Start thinking of developing a side hustle alongside your day-to-day job. By doing that, you will start to change as an individual. You will start to realize that there is more than just what you are doing. You're providing a service and you will be successful because you will start to realize that you're doing it for yourself. And rather than working for someone, you begin to work for yourself and understand the importance of owning your own business and being your own boss. So I do urge you to do this. Okay, guys, that's the roundup on this episode about Rich Dad Poor Dad and just episode 2. I hope you enjoyed this and stay tuned for more.